Happened very quickly, which was probably the scariest part of all.
We are continuing our coverage this evening of that dramatic pier collapse at Memorial Union Terrace on UW-Madison's campus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Massler-Donar.
And I'm Brandon Taylor. Since the collapse yesterday afternoon, the pier is out of the water, and we are hearing from students who were on it when it gave way. Now, Grace Hodak is live for us right now, and she was on the scene yesterday just hours after the collapse.
Grace, how are things looking right now?
Sarah, Brandon, a pier that collapsed here at UW-Madison's Memorial Union Terrace yesterday has now been completely taken out of the water. I'm going to step away from the camera so you can get a better view of what it looks like right now. If you were following our coverage yesterday or saw the video of the collapse online, I'm sure you can already tell things look a lot more different today than they looked yesterday. And I got here around 9:30 this morning. By the time that I got here, crews were already here removing the pier from the water. Now take a look at the video on your screen. Panels from the pier were being removed one by one. Later, a barge came to get the rest of the pieces still floating in the water. UW officials say the pier was going to be removed today anyways, but right now that's really all that they are telling us. I asked if there's a capacity on the pier, and they couldn't provide us that information. A student who was on the pier at the time of the collapse was at the Union today watching the cleanup happen. She tells me it's a very scary moment to recount on.
I think people were able to get a grasp on what was happening and kind of take a deep breath and kind of just swim out. And it happened very quickly, which was probably the scariest part of all, because I was like looking just around. Me and my friend were about to jump in the water, of course, and then we got pulled into this dock falling.
We reported yesterday that 5 people were hurt and 1 other person was taken to the hospital. A friend of the student taken to the hospital tells us that they're cleared and that they're doing okay. Now, officials say that they're still investigating this situation, so we'll continue to follow developments closely. Reporting live in Madison, Grace Hodak, 27 News.
Grace, thank you. And this is not the first time a pier has collapsed at the terrace. We pulled this story from our archives. In 2005, part of a pier gave way without warning and 16 people were drenched. Luckily, no major injuries. At the time, union staff told us that there were too many people on the pier and that they should have been monitoring how many people were actually on there.